So you think we got some challenges going on?
Just a few. There's always challenges, aren't there?
Yeah. Well, let's do this one. Ready?
Bring it.
1, 2.
I got it.
Ah! Oh, did I just hit you?
That backfired.
All right, we'll bring some challenges that are coming your way right after this. Hello everybody, my name is Barry Horvath and this is Moving Forward TV with your local market update.
And I am DeLynn Gaston. Thank you so much for joining us. So today we are talking about challenges.
Yeah, baby.
Not just arm wrestling challenges and thumb wars.
We didn't do thumb wars.
I know, but we thought about thumb wars.
1, 2, 3, 4, I declare a thumb war. 1,
Ow,
2,
that
3.
was good. That was quick.
You didn't think I was
And I
gonna
have
do so.
arthritis, no fair.
Sorry, it's from being on the keyboard too much.
Yeah, that's it.
Anyway, we're going to talk about real life challenges. And I know this is going to be
Not
shocking.
marital challenges when I think real life.
I think we're going to talk about the real estate challenges that are going on right now because let's face it, it's a seller market and it's a hot market. And with the changes that are going on in the market, every day brings new challenges. Every day.
And there's always something.
Do you wake up and drink your coffee and go,
now what?
what do you think is going to happen today?
I know. So all of you real estate professionals out there or you home buyers who are out there looking in the market, you know that things sometimes they go real fast if you're shopping and then they fall apart real fast too. A lot of things are falling apart lately for various different reasons. So when it gets to the mortgage side, there's definitely some challenges that we didn't have a number of years ago. So we figured we would kind of like run down the latest challenges that we're all coming to.
The latest and greatest.
The latest and greatest. So I'm going to start off with whenever someone is giving a gift, mom and dad are giving a gift of
so they don't have enough money to close.
So mom and dad are
down payment
giving them some money.
Or closing costs.
Right. Every dime of that has to be tracked. So can't just have mom or dad or grandma, grandpa give them a check or cash or anything. Cash is a big no-no, first of all. Can't have them give that. Talk to the loan officer. Don't let them do anything. And if you're the buyer, don't do anything without talking to your loan officer first because every bit of that has to be tracked.
I have a question.
Yes.
So you're saying cash is a no-no. So what if the buyer shows up at the title company, because we all know title companies can take cash, for their earnest escrow deposit and hands cash to the title agent?
You know what? Real life story, people. Real life story.
I knew this would be
and it just drives me crazy. I had a borrower call me and say, oh yes, I already gave the deposit to the title company. And I said, okay, I need a copy of that canceled check when you get it back in your statement. And she said, I gave her cash. I said, I can't verify it. I can't count it. And cash is not verifiable. So consequently, she told me, I called the title company and they said, sure, bring cash. Really? Really, title company? Why would you say that? You should know better than this. He knows. He's laughing because he heard me like totally wigging out in my office.
And you know what? And I think as a real estate professional,
they all know.
And I think it's maybe part of their job to educate the buyer on the proper procedure.
Yes.
Don't bring cash to for your earnest escrow. That's the bottom line. Don't do it.
Please educate your title company to not tell the borrower it's okay to bring cash.
Bottom line is sourcing funds. So what else you got on sourcing funds?
All right. Sourcing funds. So when they're giving a gift, we have to get a gift letter along with the paper trail of showing the money, where the gift came from and everything. Bank statements. I need to see either the canceled check and or the bank statement showing the money coming out of mom and dad or Grammy's account, whoever gave them the money. Then I need to see it going into the borrower's account, so we need a printout from that as well. No missing dates, so you have to start at the date of their last statement through the date that that money is coming out or going in or whatever the case may be.
What if they sell their motorcycle? What if they sell their car? What if they sold something on eBay? What if they listed something on Craigslist?
Great question.
What do we do? What do we do? Help me out.
I need to prove that they owned it in the first place. So if they sell their car, that's fine. And I tell them, just talk to me first. I need like a copy of the title showing that you owned it, a copy of the bill of sale showing that you're selling it to Barry. He's buying this, wonderful Corvette, and a copy of the cashier's check or something like that, showing that the seller gave him a copy of the cashier's check. So we need to see all of that paper trail, and then of course when it gets deposited into our buyer's account, don't mix it with anything else. You sold your car for $5,000, make sure the check going in is $5,000.
So this applies on any purchase transaction, because every time you apply for a loan, whether it be with XYZ Mortgage or
every
ABC
single
Mortgage,
lender,
you have to supply 2 months of bank statements with all pages, right?
And we have to see the money for the transaction. I've also had people say, well, I'm going to be collecting my paychecks. Yeah, I kind of need it before then. You can't cash a check and walk to closing.
So that's a challenge.
That's a challenge.
All right, how do we fix that challenge? Document.
And educate. Please, please, please have your buyers talk to their loan officer.
What other things do we have for challenges?
Not their title company, but I'm not bitter.
Do we have more challenges?
Lots of them. 4506s, I do want to say about that as well. Tax returns. All tax returns are verified. We used to only have to verify about 10% of them. Now we're verifying every single one of them, because you can create every lender in the country.
Okay,
every lender in the country has to verify all tax returns, because you can make anything up on the internet these days. You can make up phony tax returns, phony W-2s. You can make up anything you want on the internet. So we all have to verify every tax return. Guess what it is right now?
Tax season.
Tax season.
April 17th, baby.
It just might take a little longer.
April 17th, baby.
So it's going to take a little. Yes, I think.
April 17th, baby. April 17th, baby.
16th. Isn't it 16th?
It's the 17th.
Good.
Yeah, trust me.
How about that? We got an extra 2-day reprieve.
All right, listen. Is that all you want to say about 4506?
We have to verify them. If they come back and they don't match,
what if they're just
arise.
now filing their taxes electronically?
Excellent. So if they're just now filing their taxes,
I have some really good questions.
I know, because we're right around that time frame. So we need either a copy of the tax return, proof that they filed it, because we are now. Sorry, that was.
Don't let us bother you and interrupt you.
Alarm. All right, so on the tax return, I need proof that they filed it, proof that they e-filed it, or they have to go to the IRS and have it stamped, showing that the IRS received it. And if they owe money, I have to have proof that they paid that money.
All right, listen.
Talk to us first.
Talk to your lender. Hopefully he can educate on it.
Yeah.
We got more challenges coming up, but the biggest thing right now is the one you all been asking about. The appraisal didn't come in. Now what do you do? We'll tell you more about that right after this.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
You know what was pointed out to me today?
What?
By our producer.
Okay.
Guess what?
What?
You really don't know?
No.
Look at, we're both wearing
We match.
Not only that, it's not, you know what it is? It's the lightning. We're supporting our hometown team.
We are wearing lightning blue.
Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you.
Yay, the lightning.
All the way to the cup, baby.
Woohoo!
know
we are with you.
That's part of the show, by the way.
I know. It is now. See, hockey I can get excited about. All the other sports he does, I'm like, okay, whatever.
If I talk about football, you're like, how many?
What are they? What's their name again?
Yeah, that's it.
No, Lightning, yes.
Okay, you
yes.
can get excited. Yeah, we had a great trip last week, too.
I know.
That was fun. Anyway, so Lightning are in the playoffs. It's all good.
Yay.
All the way to the Cup, baby. So wish them luck. Good luck, Tampa Bay Lightning.
So the other cliffhanger, besides the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah, I know. Nobody really cares about the appraisals not coming in, do they?
Appraisals.
That's a huge. You know what? And I've been looking on social media, and I see realtors listing another appraisal not coming in, and it's happening more and more and more. Why?
And I'm not seeing any particular area of the market. It's Pinellas, it's Hillsborough, it's Pasco, it's Hernando. It's not any particular part of the community. It's all over. It's not any price point. You know, it's not just the 300 and up or the under 100. It doesn't make a difference. They're kind of all over the place.
So our real estate professionals know this, but our buyers may not, because as a lender, remember, a lender is, no matter who you go to in the world, the lender is going to loan on appraised value or contract price, whichever is lower. So, and I know that might seem simple to some people, but a lot of buyers don't know that. A buyer might come in, it's their first time they're buying a house, they're buying it for $100,000, it appraises at $95,000.
Right.
What are their choices? A, they come up with the $5,000 difference because it didn't appraise, or B, the seller lowers their price. And for somebody that doesn't have that big down payment, that may make the difference of whether the deal is going to close or not close.
Right.
So I think,
And that's where our real estate partners come in, and they do a great job of trying to hold these deals together and renegotiate them. Now, you are allowed, as the real estate listing agent, you are allowed to rebut the appraisal.
What does that mean, DeLynn?
That basically means that, okay.
Rebut, that means you get a butt again?
Like Barry said, so using that, it was $100,000 and it appraised at 95, and we have like a very, tight deal here, buyer doesn't have a lot of money. So we need to go back and either negotiate with the seller or try and get that appraiser to change his value and come up a little bit. So as a listing agent, you can provide him with additional comps, additional comparable properties. We send it in, and he will let us know, he or she will let us know why they did or did not use these, or why they can or cannot use this appraisal. Maybe something closed that didn't hit the books when they were there, but it hit afterwards. That could work.
You know what I hear all the time though? But my neighbor's house is listed for, the one down the street is listed for, does that matter?
Not really.
Okay, so it's based on what's closed,
sales.
And it has to be recorded in public record.
Right. So you guys all know, you real estate professionals out there, y'all know
our buyers
it has to be,
may not know.
Right. So we have to get 4 comparable properties and 2 listings is what they're getting these days. So 4 closed
You might want to turn your
sales.
phone off, DeLynn. Sorry.
And 2 listings, 2 actives.
That was mine.
That was yours.
It was a tweet.
It's what they have to get. So even if you have some actives, that's fine. Bring them in. Bring them to the appraiser anyway and have them take a look at it. Same thing, by the way, people ask all the time, well, this was an FHA. Yes, you can still do it with that. This was a VA. Yes, you can still do it with that. VA gives you a little bit of a heads up. So on the VA properties, if the VA appraiser is not coming in at value, or there's something wrong with the house, he submits what's called a tidewater. That's the phrase, the terminology that they use. Basically, that gives everybody a heads up. Okay, we're not coming in because there's something wrong with this. Either the value isn't there or something else is wrong in the house. Maybe they're loose shingles or something else that's going on that's making him say, time out. We all need to take a look at this. On those, you just have to jump on it as quickly as you can, because there's usually only a couple of days that you have to try and mend this or try and come up with some additional information to help out the appraiser complete the appraisal.
In your experience right now, what are you seeing? I mean, sellers are listing higher, or because real estate professionals tell them, oh yeah, we'll get that? Or do you think that because it's a seller's market, they're just overpricing houses and saying, let's see if we can get this?
I think that our real estate partners will agree with us. I think that we do have some sellers who are definitely over anxious about things, and they think, like you said, oh, well, so-and-so's house, 4 doors down is listed for this.
And he doesn't have azaleas in his front yards.
And he's had it on the market.
Mine are in bloom, his aren't in bloom. My house is worth more because my flowers are blooming.
Yes.
Isn't that how they do it?
Yes, they all think that, and well, gee, he has a pool and you don't.
Yeah, that could make a difference.
That could be a problem.
So the cash buyers are driving up the market.
They are, and that's why a lot of times the sellers don't want to sell to somebody who's going to get a mortgage, and for some reason everybody's afraid of FHA, which
what about
doesn't
VA?
make a
Do you
difference.
think the VA appraisals are more conservative than even FHA?
You know
Because they're
what?
at 100%.
I have completely had both cases on that. I had one that came in low, a VA appraiser, and we have no control, none over VA appraisers. We don't over regular appraisers either, but on VA, they're not even on our list. But on the VA appraisals, I've had one come in way higher than I thought he would on a refinance, and then on another property, he came in a lot lower, and I was scratching my head saying, I think that could have come up a little bit.
So it's really, I guess the real estate professionals just need to go in and make the buyers and sellers all agree on a fair price, because, even if the property, let's just say it falls apart because the appraisal fails short, do you think that, all right, well, it's a VA deal, that's why it came short. And then is the seller going to take a chance and relist it again, hoping to get more on another appraisal, or maybe, maybe it even comes in less.
Right. And another thing to bring up at this juncture is keep in mind, if it was an FHA buyer and it was an FHA appraisal that was done, just educate your seller as well that the appraisal is going to stick with the property for 6 months. So,
is that true on VA as well?
No, not on VA.
So on an FHA deal, whoever does that have to do with the CAVERS number? It's attached to it?
Yes.
So it attaches to it. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So just a lot of things to keep in mind on that. But there are challenges that we can do to try and help those values. But go ahead. It's your turn to segue. Look, our producer is saying
I know, he's
it's
saying go to
time
break. I know. Well, we have so many things to talk about.
We do. I know. I'm only halfway through my list.
So, you want to talk about fraud, too. We got credit fraud coming up. And what about divorce decrees? We haven't even touched on that.
Talk about challenges.
Yeah,
I say to people, okay, I'm going to need a copy of your divorce decree. They go, burned it.
Yeah.
There's a challenge.
All right, so we'll talk about not burning your divorce decree right after this.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Hi, my name is Joe Stalteri. I'm one of the owners of Complete Care Systems. At Complete Care Systems, we do carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, tile and grout sealing, wood floor and laminate floor deep cleaning, as well as stripping and waxing of linoleum and vinyl floors, and a whole lot more. We also run daily deals and special, which you can find at CompleteCareSystems.com, or simply call Trisha up at 727-364-5158, and she'll answer all your questions and give you over the phone free estimates. Or she'll send me out to your home or office to give you an on-site free estimate. At Complete Care Systems, we don't cut corners.
Okay, the appraisal thing was overwhelming to me, but we got to move on.
I know. I know.
So I think we're going to talk about frogs now, right?
Not frogs. Fraud. Fraud.
I thought we were going to talk about something furry and fun.
Yeah, like frogs?
Yeah.
No, they're not furry. At least I hope not.
I would have worn my green shirt if I'd known we were going to talk about frogs.
Too long. Yeah.
All right, so we'll hold off
so
on talking about divorce. Thank you. And and we're going to talk about fraud. So what's going on in the fraud world?
Okay, so this is what happens, so that you know, because we are talking about challenges that we run into. So everything up
By the
front.
way, I killed you in Thumb Wars.
Yes, you did. So everything up front on the pre-approval and preliminary basis, once everything comes in and it gets submitted to underwriting, this is where sometimes some of the challenges come to. We do the best job we can up front, but the underwriters run something called a fraud report.
Ribbit.
And they look at that very
Ribbit,
closely.
ribbit.
And they're going to see things on there. Some of the crazy things that come up is maybe they own a property. Maybe they're on their mother's house up
And
in Iowa.
People don't remember that. They don't know that.
yeah.
That was 20 years ago.
Yes.
Or they sold a lot
Right.
that was never satisfied in public record.
Still own, but it's just a piece of land that they own with,
Yeah, I own it free
their
and
5
clear.
siblings.
There's
So
no
they don't
mortgage.
think
What
about
difference
that.
does it make?
Exactly. That's what we get. Well, guess what? That comes up on a fraud report, and now we have to go researching it. We need a tax bill. We need insurance.
What
we
is
need
there-
to know
what
what
if
it is.
there's HOA?
If they did sell it, I need proof that they sold it because it's still on their. So guess what I'm doing? I'm on Iowa whatever website trying to find a deed of where they sold this lot that I don't even have a lot of information on. These are some of the challenges
So what
we
else?
come
What
across.
about address discrepancies?
Address discrepancies. That's the one that's, something will come up and I'll say to somebody, "What does this address mean anything to you?" And they'll say, "Yeah, I lived there when I was in college 28 years ago." Unfortunately, somebody somewhere still has that address and reports it.
What about
that
name?
person still
What about
lives
name
there.
variations?
Name variation
Joseph.
is probably one of the biggest ones that we get.
You think I'd know about
especially-
this stuff?
Especially with women, because we change our name when we get married. And if you've been married more than one time, then you might have more than one name.
What
Your
if you have
maiden
4 or
name, this married,
5?
that. And some women do. I'm just saying.
At what point do you give up?
I know. I even have somebody.
Should that segue us into the divorce decrees?
Exactly. So that's where we find out, hey, they were divorced and they didn't tell us.
I think
because
people
we have a formally
just
married
be
name.
upfront with your lender about everything because they're going to find out. Bottom line?
Bottom line,
True
they're
story.
going to find out. Don't try and hide anything. I always say to my clients, tell me everything. Don't let me get blindsided. If you tell me everything, I address it right up front with the underwriter. Here's this, 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 and this. And then that's how everything goes through smoothly.
I use
We
Colgate
want
toothpaste.
smooth closings. What does that have to do with smooth
You said to tell you everything. I'm telling you what toothpaste I use.
And deodorant? Oh, I don't use
I
that.
buy what's on sale. All right.
Maybe not today.
Well,
Kidding.
all right. Define
All right.
everything. You need to be fair.
So-
divorce decrees. What about divorce decrees? What do I
So
mean,
the divorce decree. So
is
first
that
of all, like I
required?
said, a lot of people, yeah. So if
What if it was
they
30
were
years ago?
previously married, and here's the key that they're looking for. If our borrower is obligated with any marital debt, not necessarily just alimony or child support, but are they obligated with any other marital debt? Do they still have to pay on a loan? Do they still have to pay on a mortgage of another property that they owned or something like that? They're looking for it. So they need the whole thing. I've had people bring me just the page that says there's no alimony. No. I need the whole thing because their name's not even on that
What if it's
page.
267 pages, DeLynn?
I need all 267 pages. So not only do I need the decree, which is usually only like, 2 pages or something, but I need that whole settlement thing. Looks like a book. Trust me, I don't read it. I don't want to read it. I am skimming ever so fast. I'm just looking to see if you owe any debt or if there's anything.
So-
but we do have people, like you said, who will say, oh my gosh, that was 20 years ago. I don't have that paperwork anymore.
So keep it. Frame
On a
it.
Case-by-case basis only, we are allowed to have a letter. You'd have to provide a letter that states, I was married on this date, divorced on this date, I have no marital debt, I owe no alimony, no child support or anything like that.
Wow.
And that will sometimes suffice.
Okay. Wow. So many challenges in the industry.
Just some
For
of
the
the things
buyers?
we face on a daily basis,
So-
and you guys just think we're sitting there twiddling our thumbs.
And it's so funny. It's not funny, but the challenges affect the buyers. The challenges affect the sellers.
The seller,
The challenges affect the mortgage people.
Right.
The challengers affect the
person who's insuring the house because they're trying to write the
challenges
binder and that's
affect
hinging.
the movers. the challenge,
Yes.
it's a rippling effect
It
on all
is.
these challenges. So stay with us to keep you updated on the latest challenges, and we're going to try to help you get through them. Do we have any great
And if
community
you guys have any questions
or
anything
suggestions?
comes up, talk to us. Talk to us. We're more than happy to answer any questions that come up or something, a challenge, and say, hey, should we do anything about this? And chances are our answer is going to be yes. Here's how you fix it.
Absolutely. What about upcoming events in the community? Anything
Upcoming
going
events.
on?
Well, we just finished a great race, or lightning trip, rather.
Yes, we do. So we have the honorary governor race going on.
Honorary governor race.
with
It is
Mr.
coming up, so my husband, appreciate your votes. So we have coming up, we're going to be, and I will have to let you know more about it, we're going to be having some events and things. We have a couple of weekend getaways that we are working on, some tickets that we're selling, and some fun stuff that we're going to be doing.
And the money all goes to support Pepin Academy.
Pepin Academies, some to the
And
Chamber
the
of Commerce.
50-50
Right.
split.
And
So
some to
support
Pepin
John
Academies.
Gaston, vote for John.
If you see it anywhere,
it's a
vote for
great
John
cause.
Gaston,
Give him a buck.
please.
Give him a buck.
It's $1 a vote.
That's
but
right.
vote often.
That's right.
Many
So
times as you
What
want.
about Wheelchair for Kids? Did you know I'm in jail?
He's been arrested again. I know. I need to start
Shocking.
keeping better company, don't I?
Shocking. I'm in jail.
Again.
I need $3,000 bail. And you know what? I don't really need the money, but those kids in the wheelchairs do.
Kids without wheelchairs who need wheelchairs.
Well, they need better wheelchairs.
Absolutely.
They need upgrades. They outgrow
Absolutely.
them. And if you saw these
So it's a great
children,
cause as well.
It is a great cause. So how about
So
West
look for
Pasco?
that's on your Facebook page and
Yes,
such.
it's
So look
all
for that,
over.
and you can
go on the Barry
donate
for
right
Pasco
there.
page. You can go on wheelchairforkids.org, and you can see it. Just pick me to bail out. You'll see me behind bars. I look good, apparently, in stripes. So even if you don't want to bail me out, give money to help these kids out. Okay? If you
That's
if
right.
you want to donate to keep me in jail, that's fine too. I'm okay
Sometimes
with
they
that.
say that
Help
we'll
the
pay
kids.
twice as much to keep them there.
That's fine. Any events for WPBA coming up, DeLynn?
June.
June 8th. Oh, we got a dodgeball tournament. What do you know? Good job,
How about
DeLynn.
that? Dodgeball is fun.
That's over at All Sports Arena. Thanks, Matt, for hosting this again over in Port Richey. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Get your team signed up. Go on WPBA.biz or WPBA.
Rocks.
Okay, that was your cue.
I know. I almost said .org because I'm so used to the nonprofits, the .org stuff.
Yeah.
WPBA.biz, WPBA.rocks.
Get on there, support the event, sign up now. It's going to be a great time. It's on a Friday night, June 8th. So get our show out, like us, share us. We're on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, all the social media.
All
Tell
the
your friends
places
about us.
everybody is.
Watch us, forward the email, however you got the show, however you see us,
Hope you enjoyed
Get
it.
it
Hope
out.
you got something out of it. Thank you so much for supporting us. We are today and every day.
Moving forward.
We'll see everybody next week. Bye-bye.
Bye. See ya. Have a great week.